Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Living. You are joined with Jazz.
And Vic.
And we have a special guest in the building.
Hello.
Her name is Kabba.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself, girl?
Yeah. I don't even. This is so awkward. How does one
What?
introduce themselves? Hi, my name is Kabba.
Sorry, if I was a singer.
Age,
and I write
name,
tunes.
location, status. No. Star sign.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, star sign, yeah. You know the people love that.
The
Yeah.
girlies love a star sign
yeah.
moment. Okay, so I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
I'm a
Google what that
Sag.
means for you.
Oh,
Don't worry, stay there.
God. This spells disaster. The minute she Googles that, it's actually a rap.
How do you spell that?
No, you know what?
Saga what?
Saggy.
I never see bad things about Sagittarius. Sagittarius?
We're just real
Sagittariuses?
extra.
That's good.
Real
Outspokenly
extra.
optimistical, extroverted, who illipics, I can't spell, respect and affection from everyone they come in contact with. They can be naive, loyal, smart, and assertive, compassionate personality. Oh, very. This speaks to you. Talented and
Ooh.
impeccably discernment.
Discerning. Impeccable discernment.
Yes, impeccable. What does that mean?
Like
We can spot the fake from the real very quickly. Yeah.
Is that accurate then? Do you think that accurately
think-
describes you?
I think so. I think all of those things are pretty accurate, actually. I'm like quite extroverted, I guess. I am very, very optimistic. I am like fiercely loyal. Like literally my friends are my family. Yeah. I think I'm like the quintessential Sagittarius. It's actually really scary.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm such a
When you're
Sag.
with other sags, is that what they call themselves? Sags? Or is it-
Yeah.
Yeah, Sags, I guess, yeah.
Can you spot them?
No, actually. I don't think I've ever, but I'm not that in tune with star
Yeah.
signs, actually. I'm just
Don't worry,
gonna,
not
let me just
now,
throw my
man.
hands up. But like from now, I am not the star sign girl. I just know that I'm a Sagittarius
Yeah.
and that like I definitely, those traits I seem to
So you're not
embody.
like, I'm staying away from him because he's a Scorpio, he's Libra.
I may stay away from certain people because of their star signs.
Really?
Like
Which
only
star
because
signs?
I've dated those or like been with those star signs and it wasn't
Which one?
cute. Capricorns, I'm
Okay.
good.
What's a Capricorn though? What are they doing? Have I got my bonnet on still?
Yes.
God, okay.
Oh. Sorry, I thought you
looked
meant to.
great.
Yeah, I thought it was part of the
I
style.
thought- yeah, I
I'm
thought
so
it was
sorry.
the look.
Vic is gonna think I'm a snake. I didn't know.
It's too
I'm
late.
I
Carry on. It's alright, let's keep on recording. Now you showed your real colours. It's true. It's true.
I'm so sorry.
Too late.
I thought that's what the plan was.
You thought that was the style.
Yeah, honestly.
Do you know what it is? Because we had an episode once where Jazz said her lace cap was showing on the train and she was facing a black woman. And she said the black woman should have told her. And I said, but that might have been your style. Because she don't know you. So maybe that's what you thought that was my style.
No. Okay.
I dead ass thought that was your
You
style.
did?
I just
Thank
thought, oh
you,
yeah,
thank
she's
you.
giving the girlies a
Thank
look.
you.
Yeah.
But you forgot that to add that you're a recording artist.
Yes.
Yes.
A singer.
I am, yes.
What's your age, location, where you based?
So I grew up in Southeast, born in Sierra Leone, moved to like the UK when I was 8 and basically moved around Southeast London, everywhere from like Norwood to Clapham, but basically ended up in like Lewisham/Catford.
Okay.
So that's where I grew up. That's where I met like my core friends. That's where I met Emanike, who I do, you know, most of my
Yeah.
writing with
Oh,
and who
amazing.
produced all of this new EP. Yeah, and I'm 26. And what else was I meant to
you're
add?
a baby.
I forgot what else I was supposed to add.
Somebody turns 28 and starts calling people a baby.
And I literally call everyone. No, I call 28-year-olds babies. Have you seen You on Netflix?
Yes.
The new one.
Yes.
You know the guy on it who, what's his name?
Theo.
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 When I found out his real age, because basically I was like, everybody was like, oh, he's fine. I was like, firstly, he looks about 17.
Yeah, he looks like a kid for
So
sure.
when I found out he was 28, I was like, oh, he's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's a baby. I think someone will say their first. I was like, oh, you're still a baby.
Yeah.
Still a little baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing. You've got your EP out.
Yes. It came out yesterday. Well, I don't know when this is coming out actually.
Yeah, so Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it came out on the weekend,
Yeah.
last weekend. And yeah. I'm
How are
really
you feeling about
excited.
it?
I feel good. I think I'm a little bit I don't know what the right word is. I don't know if it's like overwhelmed. I think
Mm.
when you've like put so much thought into something,
Yeah.
and now again, like once it's out, it's no longer mine. It's like now the whole world.
world's,
Yeah. And yeah, it's been really, really lovely though. I got like the nicest messages and, you know, people have been so supportive. So that's been really, really lovely. I think I just need a second to like digest
Yeah.
and like truly,
Yeah.
truly deep it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really happy it's out.
Ah,
So,
we're
guys.
happy for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
me
actually
too.
Emanika that I found rather be single because he put
Yeah.
it on. I think he put it on his stories. People put music on your stories because me, for one, I'm a especially if you
You
don't use
actually
Apple.
are.
Don't use Apple. Use Spotify, please. I will click Spotify and then put it in my gym playlist. I'll listen later. And when I listened, I was like, no, this bangs. This comes off heavy. Yeah. But I would like it more, guys, if you would record the song and put it on your story. Because sometimes
What do you mean by that?
sometimes if the song is sweetening,
Mhm.
you need people to, you don't want to put the link because people are lazy. So if I play a snippet from the song that's sweetening, that's hot, people will be like, oh, I need to go back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you screen record it, and I've had to do that a few times because I had to be like, no, like you guys need to listen to this.
You're a real one.
Yeah, she's a real one for that, for sure.
But yeah, when I went on to, after that, I was like, nah, I need to find out more about this girl. So when you said you had an EP coming out, I was like, okay. And I think the song, is it called R&B Dream?
Yeah.
That's my favourite.
Oh,
It's
is
my
it?
fave, yeah. It's my
I
fave.
love that song
Yeah.
so much.
There's a song, is it something stuff? Wait.
Stronger Stuff.
Are you rapping on that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So you do
me.
it all. Okay.
So
I
you
try.
are a real
Okay.
Sagittarius because they
Yeah.
said talented.
Mm.
They said, yeah.
I know, that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Sweetie's Halloween costume?
The Catwoman one.
You know she always doing the
No,
most.
I haven't seen it. Let me
So-
She looks amazing.
Yeah, please watch it. So she did a little video where she's Catwoman. She's Halle Berry.
Mhm.
So if you guys, you lot are babies that listen to this, a lot of you. So Gen Zers, Halle Berry was Catwoman back in the day. Even I ain't seen that, you know, it's before my time. But so a Sweetie, she did a video just being Catwoman, and Halle Berry showed up. I was just like, this woman, she really just dominates social media. She really just does it so well. But are you doing anything for Halloween? Dressing up?
I don't think so.
You don't celebrate that wish and wizardry.
It's not even that. It's giving effort. It's giving ordering clothes and an outfit and a wig. And the Sagittarius in me wants to take that to the nth degree.
Okay.
So if I'm whatever it is I'm about to be, it's going to be like pushed and the energy. I don't have it.
If you had the energy, who would you go as?
I've got a red wig, so I think Poison Ivy would have actually been like the perfect thing.
I wanted to be Poison Ivy this year, but the cost of the costumes, it wasn't making sense.
It's that for me,
It
for
was
this
not
one
making
day
sense.
to just be
One
up
day,
and
you know.
down. Yeah. I was like,
It's one of those days where you wish you could sew. Because me and Jazz just had this genius idea. Oh, we have to do it one day.
Yeah, we do.
She said to go as WAP, so Cardi B and Meg.
perfect. Perfect.
That
Yeah.
would have, but it was given effort.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was given, so one of my friends can sew. So we're like, can you help us out? But it would have been too long. She lives far. It would have just been long. And I think I can sew.
And this is what Vic kept saying as well. Like, I think I could do it. I was like, we don't need thinking, right?
Yeah.
Can you do it or not?
I think I can. I think I really can.
When was the last time you sewed?
I bought a sewing machine in 2018.
Yeah.
Because
Where is that sewing machine?
I
'Cause
returned it. Do you know why? Because firstly, it was like £80. I was like, and it was so big. I was like, this is doing a lot. Basically, I bought it because, you know, back in the day when we used to be making our own wigs. Well,
on a sewing machine.
yeah. What do you think I bought? What do you think I bought?
No, I didn't know people were making wigs on sewing machines.
Yeah.
Really?
So okay.
The thing is, it makes sense.
Yeah.
To-
That's what they do at AliExpress.
serious.
You know, what do you lot in there with the wig for you.
No, there's some machine made wigs.
They're using machine.
Mm.
So I went onto YouTube and I woke up one day. I said, I swear you can make a wig with a sewing machine.
Mm.
And you can. And a lot of people do it. So Googled it, a lot of girls are doing it. So I started doing it and it was actually working.
Mhm.
But it's giving effort. It's giving, you have to reuse. And this machine, what I need to do actually is just buy a basic machine. This machine is one of the brother ones. You know that brand?
Oh, okay.
So it's giving DT.
Oh, really?
So it's giving a lot. Like, but so sorry to brag. My friend has a sewing machine from Hobbycraft, and it's literally like £30, and it's very basic. So I probably just need something as basic as that. But I think I might buy it anyways, because like you just want to like tighten in the clothes, or cinch up the little leg,
So are you saying that you would have made our WAP costumes on the basis that you did some wig work in 2008?
Back in the day. Yeah.
Am I saying that I'm using my DT skills from year 11? Yes.
Right.
Because when you think about how hard is it to sew?
I think it's quite hard.
I think it could be pretty hard.
Yeah.
The fact that we did it in year 11,
Yeah, but we were just putting.
I made a pillowcase. I don't know about you lot.
I was doing anyhow. Like that one I did not take seriously.
Really? That's when I took serious. You know all the other ones where they were doing building stuff and all that rubbish. I can't bring that home to my mum. But that one and the bastique.
I'm sure I was doing woodwork. I was not doing sewing in my DT.
I made a
classes.
pillowcase. And I made it into tie-dye bastique.
Okay.
Very
and
nice.
I gave it to my mum. I don't know what she's done with it.
That's cute.
Sewing is a crazy skill. It's a crazy skill.
No,
My
it's
best
true. Let me
friend
not
makes
downplay it
clothes.
because it's I know it's hard.
Yeah. Really, really difficult. My best friend makes like a lot of my clothes.
Oh wow.
Isata Ibrahima, and she's phenomenal. So I know that what goes into it is crazy.
Does she make your clothes for like day to day or just like when you go on stage?
Mainly I don't think she's actually made anything to perform in yet. It's been mainly like singles or videos.
Amazing.
So she made like my suit for the Rather Be Single video.
She made a suit.
She makes the most phenomenal suits.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I gotta plug my boo.
Say that again,
She
say
goes
that name
crazy. Isata Ibrahima.
Woo.
And yeah, she's a babe. Black girl. Support black business, y'all.
Sorry, making suits.
She makes the illest suits, like
Wow.
the most incredible suits. And she has this like eye.
Wow.
Because I love the fashions, but I don't like, I don't know, like I just don't like the behind the scenes stuff. Like I hate going shopping, but I love clothes.
I
So
hear
she bridges that gap for me, and she knows what I like. She knows my dimensions as well, because I'm notoriously hard to style. I'm 5'1" and a size 3 shoe. So like nobody can ever find clothes for me. So yeah, it's so nice to
Is
have
she a
somebody
stylist as
that do
well? Or is she basically a stylist? Anyway?
Yeah, she styles too.
Do you feel pressure like having to look nice? Like I feel also there's this thing like sometimes when I watch like red carpet events and like let's say somebody's wearing a silk dress or like a slip dress or something like that, something like I won't say basic but something that people have worn before or something like that, people be like it's giving no effort or can the girls come up with something new? Maybe we've gotten to the point where there's nothing new anymore.
I think
we might have,
Yeah.
I think nothing's
like-
new under the sun, is it?
I
So it's
start
all
to
a
understand
remix.
why Lady Gaga wore meat. Because what else can you do?
But honestly,
You have to start wearing food.
it's true because sometimes I see people complain. Like there's a girl called Madison Bear, and she wore. Do you remember what she wore for the? I don't know. I think it might have been the VNAs. Let me see if I can bring it up for you lot to see. Madison. Is it Madison Bear or Madison Dare?
Beer, I think.
Oh, they stole my clothes.
Hmm?
I need to stop saying my clothes. Okay.
What is it? Items you saved?
Yeah, on Vinted.
Oh.
Okay, Madison. Why is my dad calling me? Please, sir. All right, so she wore this outfit. No, let me get a better picture. Let me see if I can get a better picture.
People are calling it basic.
Yeah, guaranteed. Okay, let me show you this picture.
That's cute.
Let me show you this picture.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
To be fair, she's a fool for wearing tights with it.
She wore that. Oh, see now,
Cabba's
now
face.
she's giving cabaret.
Cabba's fair, not cabaret. Not bring on the old razzle dazzle. To be
That's
fair,
giving 1920s.
to be fair, yeah, that's mad. But don't she look nice? People are like, oh, that's basic, that's basic. But I'm just like, because I feel like do you feel like, so what is your style like? Do you feel like you want to be more daring, or do you want to be more safe? So you know, at least I look nice, but I still kind of wish I was a bit more daring with it.
I think for me, I want to be as daring as possible while I can be. And that's not to say look like a clown. It's just more, just push even myself, what I'm comfortable with, and just like try new things. I want to be very, very open-minded, and I tend to be with styling because I trust everybody around me so much. Everybody that I work with, I've worked with since I was like 16. So again, we know each other intimately. So that helps a lot. But I think I don't know if I feel pressure to look good. I think I certainly feel obligated to show up as my best self wherever I go to. And especially if it's, you know, a industry event or whatever, I certainly want to show up looking the best that I can. But it takes a lot out of you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm really like, I'm the girl from round the way also. Like I'm really super chill. So yeah, I think my style is just a mix of, I start as ideas, like her brain, what I see as well, and like what I love, and just wanting to take a few risks while I think I still can.
Do you know what annoys me? When you do the most and you don't get no banging picture.
That is the worst.
I'm the queen of not getting a photo on the night of and having to wear the outfit again and take a picture.
You wear the outfit again?
100% and take a picture.
I rate that. I rate that. I think, who was it? I think I saw Mariam Musa do that.
You have to.
And it was the GRM gala or whatever it was. And she redid the makeup. I said, wow.
Wow. Oh, yes. I remember that actually.
I can't blame her.
Dedication.
I can't blame her. Because sometimes the pictures, and with me, I'll be taking banging pictures of everybody. So last week we went out, I took banging pictures.
You better not shame me, because I take some banging pictures of you. Don't disgrace me.
Did
on
you
this
take my
pod.
picture last week? Did you take my picture last week?
No. Did I?
It was not good.
I don't think I did. No, I didn't take a picture.
Do you know why?
I was holding the light, so it wasn't me.
Okay. Do you know? Do you know why? Do you know why? Because basically, I asked. Let me be out everybody.
Yeah, bet out everybody.
I asked Jazz. I asked Akuya. I think I even asked Toby. I said, "Are my pictures given?" Everybody said,
Yeah. Which
Everybody
in
said-
short means not at all, sis. Yeah.
and I think I even said to Jasmine, "But I'm not clapped." And Jasmine even said, "You're not though." But you said, "But this picture."
No,
The picture was.
no, there was something you said. You said, I don't know why I keep closing my eyes, because your pictures were banging, but your eye kept closing.
But that's what I mean. So with me, I'm going to take 200 pictures of my phone. I hope for the same for me. But the thing is, everybody's not as mad as I am. That's why you lot's pictures bang and mine don't.
No, they do. They do.
The only person I can really trust, sorry, Jazz.
I see. It's all coming out
Shots
today.
fired.
Is my little brother, Michael. Shout out to Michael. That one is patience, because I really put him through the trenches and toss him. That one again, I don't know, but I think it's because she's used to. She does like taking photos for a living sort of thing. So she's used to going low, going high, hitting the lights. Jasmine, you're on your way.
No, don't try and just give me a little pat on the back now. No, it's too late. It's too late.
No, Jazz, let me think of a picture you've taken of me.
The one that was bagging the awards show when we went to Bloggers Fair Awards.
Do you know, it's not your fault the lighting didn't bang.
Exactly.
Okay,
but the picture of you was...
okay, I apologize.
Okay.
No, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
Because that's on my feed.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, exactly. It's on your feed.
Sorry, Jasmine.
You're vindicated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I'm vindicated.
I'm so sorry, Jasmine.
No,
Have you ever had that where you look at the picture of someone's taken of you and you say,
Yeah, absolutely. I just go forget.
you say forget?
Forget it. It's actually okay.
Vic doesn't care. She's like, we're going again.
Continue taking. No,
Maybe we
after
should
a
swallow
while.
our pride and go resume.
Yeah, no. After, especially if it's like 2 rounds, I'm like, it's actually fine.
Do you
We're
know
not
what?
gonna get this picture.
Yeah, I do that as well. I'm just like, you know what?
No, we have to
okay.
push
I'm
through.
feeling pressure.
No, but do you know what I do to my friends? I'll be like, no, back.
Yeah.
We're not leaving until you're happy.
Yeah.
Because I
Victoria's
hate
do
it
that.
when you go home and you look through 200. Because if you at least look through 200 pictures, at least, okay, let's be reasonable. 100 pictures, you will find something you like.
Mm.
But when you look through 10, it's a low
Mm.
probability. It's very low. Do you know what I do now? I got a newer light
Yeah.
and I be bringing that places. So I brought that last week. But when I told you, I said, guys, we need to do this quickly because when other people start seeing it, can I use a light? I don't know you from Adam. I don't be knowing you. Nobody
You
can
can't
visit this.
share my light. Yeah.
The battery's low. I've not taken my pictures. It's not really making sense. So
I remember Vic was waved, but she still remembered. Who has my light?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Don't play me. Mm-mm. But let's talk about your journey
Yeah.
Yes.
into the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're signed by Gary Barlow's. Sorry, what is... No, let me compose myself. Because I was about to sing a Take That song, but let me not.
You might as well do it for the culture.
Today
for the
this
culture.
could be
Mm-hmm.
the greatest day of our life. Is that how it goes? Our lives or my life?
I think our.
Stay close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is Robbie in that one? Is it the three of them?
God,
I
I don't
don't
remember
know.
what version of Take That was doing.
Yeah, I don't remember
Was
when they
yeah,
when they.
was
separated.
If
together.
that was really the... Or is it... Wait, how many people in Take That? Is it 4?
I think it was 4, and then Robbie did his own thing.
So it was the three of them.
Yeah,
That's pretty powerful, you know?
Was it 3? God, I should know this.
Don't let them
Let's
know
not
that.
guess. Yeah, let's not guess.
Don't let... But that song, I feel like that song took me to... I don't know, it took me places.
Which one? The
Greatest day of our life. Because it was
It is a good vibe song. I'm
it
not
was the
gonna lie.
end of year 11.
mm-hmm.
And me and my friend were walking out and it felt like a new day had dawned.
Oh.
But yeah, how was it? How was that when you got signed? And tell us more about it.
So I got signed off the back of like basically a short EP that I put together with Emanike, actually.
amazing.
I was 16 at the time, and yeah, Gary Barlow picked it up. Him and Celia McCamley, who worked at the label with him. And yeah, I worked very closely with Celia, and she was just like a mother figure. She really guided me through the industry. So that was like my kind of in. And God, I never know how to like talk about my journey because it feels so long and like
We've got time.
yeah, it feels long, and also there's been so many ebbs and flows, I guess. So yeah, that was the beginning. So I was signed to Gary until I was about 18, and the label was no longer a label. So then I moved over to Sony, signed there, and was with them for a few years until that label was no longer a label. And then I decided to go independent. Well, I was independent because I had no label, but I wanted to, really hone in on that and like just try and find who the hell I was amongst like everything that happened at this point because I'd had like a #1 record with Need You 100%. So that happened when I was 18.
Oof.
And then,
That's not a joke.
Yeah, that was like a whole moment. And then we had to try and Little Kim our way to my next single, and that was tough. So yeah, ebbs and flows. And then once I got to really like study who I wanted to be and what I wanted to sound like, what kind of music I wanted to make, I then started this journey that then placed me on like, I don't know, the name change to Kabba and stuff.
Yeah. How did the name change thing happen?
Yeah.
Because did you feel nervous like, oh, what if people still call me by my old name? Like, how was that?
Yeah, some people still do. You hate to see it. You hate to see that because I've been said that the name is now Kabba, but sick. No, it was really, really, really important to me to, in this like new part of my journey, to, I don't know, just find... authentic isn't really the right way to say it because AME was authentic in that like I wrote those songs. So everything I was singing was me, you know. I was just 16 though, you know, 16 to 18 or 16 to 20. And I just wanted people to just see me as this brand new artist, this new person, somebody that had grown and evolved, and that was, more of a woman now than, this kid that they were used to. And it just felt like AME, the name in itself was part of, why people look at me that way and people put me in that box or thought that I did like dance music and stuff like that. So Kabba was just like a great way to just start afresh. And Kabba's my last name. It's my government name. So it was my gov. It felt really, really right to just be like, okay, cool. Let's go home. This felt like home. Yeah.
No, I love that. And like, it's like you had to like, maybe like grow up in your industry, which is totally fine. But again, as I say, you're still a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And it feels good to have been doing it for like a while now, but still know that there's so much more to come.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Talk to us more about the album, EP. Sorry to be very stupid. What does EP mean?
Extended play.
Someone's told me that before. I think it was you. I just always need to make sure because even MC, what does that stand for? What does that mean?
Musical champion.
Are you really?
No.
Okay. That was really quick. I thought it was true. Okay.
Let's Google.
Yeah, that's a Google actually. MC. That is a Google.
Do your Google.
Because we just be using these words and
it's so true.
we know what it means, like kind of, but we don't truly.
Okay,
know
let's
what it means.
actually all take a guess.
Master
Complex.
composition. No, it wouldn't be composition. Master
composer.
Master composer. Okay.
I think master something.
Microphone champion sounds quite legit. Something champion. Music.
Someone said main character. Why is it not coming out?
If somebody knows and can like either tweet us or write in the comments or whatever it is, because we really have no idea.
Master of ceremonies. Do they know what we're talking about?
Oh, that's it. Master of ceremony.
There's no way. Is it really?
Yeah, that's the MC. Master of
That's so
ceremony.
No
bush.
way.
No, that's too bush. What?
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Ah.
Wow.
Mic controller, please.
I beg.
Guys, please, it has to be mic controller.
You know
No,
what?
I actually think you're right.
It's master of ceremony, but I like mic controller.
Yeah, I like
a
that
lot.
Mad bush.
I like mic controller.
I also like your microphone champion.
Yeah.
That sounds like a rapper name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Sorry.
Yeah, back to the EP.
EP.
Yes.
Your favorite song, the hardest song to write, the song that touches your soul the most.
Let's go
All
there.
three.
Okay. Favorite song on the EP is the second single that I released from it, Mood. Just because that's the first time in my career that I've had, I don't know, like a bit of a braggadocious moment and kind of like just pat myself on the back a little bit, feel myself a little bit. And that was really nice. It was really, really empowering to like do that tune and I don't know, just like pop. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
I was allowed to pop my shit. So like that was really, really like cathartic and that felt really good. So I love that song. What was the other one? Sorry, all the other questions?
The song that touches your soul the most.
Ooh, child. Touches my soul the most. Stronger Stuff. That was the hardest to write. That is probably, that and Rather Be Single are definitely like literal screenshots of my life in sonic form.
Deep.
Wow.
Yeah, so Stronger Stuff it's hard for me to listen to like now actually, but yeah, it's definitely the most touching song on there. And like lyrically, it's the one that like is the most vulnerable too.
Yeah. How do you find like songwriting? Because I always feel like it's just, I don't know, like you could be driving your car and then you're like, the way that bird tweeted. Like what
The bird was going doo doo doo.
Right.
Doo doo doo.
So like how do you get like not even inspiration, but you see like when you're writing, and then like you start and then you get writer's block, for example.
Yeah.
I'm sure that happens in songwriting. So like how do you push through that? Because obviously you got songs to write.
Yeah.
So how do you like complete? Do you get what I mean?
I think it's about just kind of picking your battles, to be fair, where
Yeah.
that's concerned. Because some songs, honestly, it's like word vomit. It just comes out like it's so innate, and you know, you don't have to think about it at all. You just hear this beat, or you know, some people produce as well as write, obviously, and so as they're producing the beat, they're able to hear the lyrics and hear the melodies on top. So yeah, I think, I think that side of things is what it is. But I think, I don't know, like songwriting is such an interpersonal thing, and everybody has like a different way of working. And so for me, if I hit a block, that's everything's telling me to just like leave it alone. Honestly, that block is literally saying chill, like leave that song, maybe come back to it in an hour, or maybe come back to it tomorrow. And it just depends. And yeah, like other songs just literally flow out of you, and it's super duper easy. So yeah, it's just on a day-to-day basis, I think.
What was that working with Emanike? So he produced the EP?
Yeah.
Did he have any pen game on it? Or
Yeah, he co-wrote it all with me as well.
Wow, his pen game is delicious.
Mm.
That one is just living on the charts.
Mwah.
My goodness, some people are just sleeping on the charts. Camped on the charts. How was working with him?
Amazing. We've worked together since we were kids, so it's home. It's home. It feels like home every time. And yeah, he's able to make sense of everything that's going on upstairs. And he's one of my best friends as well. So
that's beautiful.
it's really nice to be able to like make music with somebody that you know intimately and knows you intimately, because there's so many things that I don't have to say, and he kind of gets.
Because when I was listening to it, towards the second half, I felt like I could hear him. Because of his last album, which I used to have on replay, like I could feel some of the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
This time I ain't got no music words, but I could feel some of the same.
Je ne sais quoi.
Maybe, I don't know, but I could feel his energy in it.
Absolutely.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is sick, and I love what he does. So no, I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm so happy it's out. I'm just happy to be free.
Music videos.
Yeah.
What singles are gonna be music videos, or what do you hope will be a music video?
Well, I've done 2-ish. So I did one for Rather Be Single, which was really fun to do. So that was like my first music video as Kabba. That was cool. And then I did like a visualizer thing for Mood, the second single that I released. And I think that's gonna be it for this EP. I am gonna do a few more visual stuff where people are going to be able to hear and see me sing, kind of thing. But in terms of like official music videos, I think it's just going to be those two for this project.
And I know it's still early days, but what is obviously the EP hasn't even, marinated.
That's right.
It's just born.
Oh my God, yeah.
But the girls are going to want longer EPs. So is the music pending? Is the music waiting there for the next EP?
She said album.
Oh my God. Because I released an EP last year, and that was pretty much an album. There's, I think, 7 songs on there. So that took a lot out of all of us. Just because, it's a lot of, and it has like interludes. We really like structured it like an album. So it took a lot of work. I actually was hoping to do like a shorter EP next year. Shorter. But I think, absolutely, if people want more music from me, oh my God, I am so down to like do a whole album. I'm really, really scared about like calling something an album, especially my debut album, because I haven't had one yet.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do longer bodies of work also. So.
Rather Be Single. What's happened and who do we fight?
Father God. Oh, how do I put this diplomatically?
It's okay. Tell his singlets.
Woo. I was in a relationship. I was in a 7-year relationship. And was married.
Oh wow.
Yeah, was married and did all of that. And that ended horrifically.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Like literally crashed, burned. So yeah. And the person that I was with, diplomatically speaking, didn't handle that situation in the best way that they could. And it just left me in bits and bobs, really. And again, music is the best way I know to express myself outside of, because I'm not the Twitter. I'm not going to go on Twitter and do a thread.
Yeah.
That's not me. I'm not going to sit on YouTube and go, we
Story
broke up.
time.
Yeah, like that's also not me. And, you know, to each their own. If that's your own, I'm not saying, you know, don't do that. But yeah, as soon as these things happen, it's like, okay, that's a concept, I guess, for a song. And I didn't know it at the time, obviously, that I was going to write Rather Be Single because of it. But yeah, that's kind of how that came about. It was basically because, yeah, this relationship dissolved in such a crazy way. And yeah, I realized that it was for the best. God was telling me, dude, my child, chill.
Amen.
Yeah.
We're happy you're out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what annoys me? That it breaks my heart that singers have to go through really heartbreaking shit to produce some banging work.
It's so cliche almost, isn't it?
That song is good.
But thank you, babe.
And you know you're guilty of it as well.
What?
You know when we saw like Bryson Tiller Love Bump having a baby?
No.
What did you say?
You're guilty.
What did you
You're
say?
guilty,
What did you
mate.
say? What did you say?
No.
You said, there's no album coming.
No. I don't know. That's what I said, yeah. You're bad. So when I saw Bryson happy, because you know Bryson Tiller don't smile. I said, I bet you. I said, thank you, God. This man is smiling. Thank God. Jazz was like, nah, where's the music though? Where's he bringing? I said, leave him. Leave him. Look, he's smiling nowadays.
He's been dropping little bits and bobs. Like he's been doing a few features here and there.
Yeah.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Yeah. Like Adele's new stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so sad.
But as soon as like Adele had a separation or was it
I knew,
divorce?
yeah. I knew it was
Everyone was saying the album's gonna be fire. It's proper
Yeah.
sad,
The
isn't it?
singles,
It's
that
really
song was
sad.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
a
makes you
great
sad that
song.
literally you're going through it and then I don't know. It does make me quite sad actually.
I think life is gonna life, right? And so even if I wasn't a singer, I don't know, maybe that would have happened kind of
Yeah.
thing. And you guys just would have never got this story because I would have never written a song or whatever. So I don't know that I think it is like an old cliche that, you know, the minute that like musicians or artists are hurt, they like make the most amazing art.
Wow.
And I think there's a correlation. It definitely is a thing.
Yeah.
But also things happen and life just lives, and like I'm a writer and so I'm going to write about it because it's my life and that's what's happening, you know? So I'm hoping that the next EP is a lot more cheerful in terms
Give us some bad bitch anthems.
this is it, more mood kind of vibes,
Yeah.
more like my second single, I think. Yeah, that would be fun.
What artists do people want them to have broken hearts? So people were happy when Miguel broke up with his girl.
Oh,
That's
God.
sad as hell. Because Madele produces like amazing music even when he's happy.
I love his happy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah,
you lot.
he's phenomenal.
You lot are not. You're not enjoying the happy stuff. You want them to be sad. So I think it was
Summer
17 years.
Walker as well.
Yeah, Summer Walker. They were happy when London on the track, wherever he was. Who else were people happy? I saw people happy about Adele's divorce.
God. That's so wild,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
know.
Who
it's
else were
wild.
people happy about? People always happy when Drake is sad.
Yeah.
And then people want a sad Bryson. And who else?
I think they're the main like sad music.
Scissor.
people.
Scissor.
Yeah, SZA. But I don't really know much about her relationship.
She doesn't
status.
tell us.
Yeah.
Do you know what? She doesn't actually tell us too tough. But people with their big mouths like Drake. I used to date SZA back in SZA. Who told you to? She even said, "Yeah, we dated." I love that she was like, "Yeah, we dated," because she was kind of like,
why does Drake
Which one be
name
your
drop
own?
so
Yeah.
like Drake is too big to be name dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Way too big.
he's excited. He was. I know he was buzzing to say that. You know, and I'm sure he says in context. You know how they said so.
He's one of them annoying people. I bet you know, like when you have a friend. Well, this is not relatable to me at all. But I've seen TikToks on it where it's like a guy will be like, "Oh, I met this girl," and then Drake will be like, "Oh, so and so," and then you're like, "Okay, forget it."
I'll touch you with a long weave.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm trying to think like what other artists. What artists are you excited for music wise? Like who do you want music from right now?
Oh God. Let me open my phone. Let me have a look through who I've been actually
about you,
like,
Jazz?
listening to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for a new Bryson album. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I retweet that.
Yeah.
I
Really?
retweet that sentiment.
Oh, I love that you say that in real life. I'm gonna start saying that. Yeah.
I'm so slow. I thought you said you retweeted it recently, but
No, I retweet her sentiment,
I
her
get
literal
that.
sentiment just now.
Ah,
Yeah.
genius.
I think it's time. I think it's time. But
Yeah.
equally, Trap Soul was such a phenomenal first debut.
Are we calling it a
album.
classic?
I think it is,
I
you
think
know.
it's a
Yeah,
classic.
I think it's a
I think
classic.
But I liked his new, the latest one. And not a lot of people liked it.
Is it
Mm.
the latest single of Jack
Anniversary?
Harlow?
Was it called Anniversary?
Anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
no.
blue one.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Is that the extended version of
Yeah.
it, basically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I liked it, but a lot of people didn't.
Mm.
Like a lot of people, there's a lot of complaints, like, oh, you need to go back to,
The
the
insides.
sound, the SoundCloud, the SoundCloud joints. But I just feel like you lot don't like people happy. Because he sounds a little bit, does he? I think he does sound a little bit happier. A tiny bit. Still sad as hell. But
Yeah.
Frank Ocean,
I think we should give up on that dream.
but Uncle's, no, he's actually, I know because his brother passed, so I want him to heal. And also sometimes I do feel like if some artists don't come back, if Frank doesn't come back, I'm happy with what he's given us.
yeah, it's true.
And I feel very satisfied because I've seen him live twice.
Okay.
And he is up there, one of the best people I've ever seen live.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, he doesn't even do
So
much.
amazing,
He's
yeah.
just his music just
It's just
takes
incredible.
you, innit? Yeah, it just takes you. Yeah. Oh, phenomenal.
Very, very true.
What's one of the best artists you've seen live?
One of the best artists I've seen live. God, should I do the really obvious Beyonce?
Yeah.
No,
But
if you've seen her, then
this is
yeah,
it's facts.
Yeah,
It's
I saw her
facts.
on the Formation tour and my mouth was agape.
wow.
My mouth was actually agape. It's so weird because I never fangirl. It's just not a thing for me, really. You kind of rub shoulders with so many people who are, doing this and doing that. And so it's like, this is great, this is exciting. But also for me to go, I literally found myself actually getting worked up at this, slowly more and more being like, oh my God, it's Beyonce. And I literally got to the point where I was like, it's Beyonce, yelling. Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was absolutely
Were you
incredible.
standing?
No, I was sitting. I was sitting, but could stand up too. So it was
She
a vibe.
is amazing.
Wow,
Yeah,
boy.
she ate that up
Yeah.
quickly,
Yeah.
effortlessly.
Do you have any musical influences or who are your favorite artists or artists you were growing up on?
Yeah. Janet Jackson, I always say is the reason that I write songs the way that I write songs.
Okay.
I'm just obsessed with her. So Janet,
What's your favorite song from her?
All For You.
Is it
All For You?
Yeah, sing it, ladies.
Sing it.
I know that. I know that's right.
Do you know that music video? It just gives me Saturday vibes. Do you know what? So
Yeah.
one of my closest friends told you, shout out to told you, we used to listen to that on the way to Saturday school.
Really?
So every time I hear that song, I'm low-key a bit triggered because I'm going to school. Oh my God, Janet really,
She did bits.
Justin Timberlake, you owe her an apology again. Sorry.
Apologize to Janet.
Yeah.
Apologize to Janet. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Janet Jackson, and Brandy, and but I kind of listened to a bunch of things. So Blue, the band Blue. I
No
referenced them for this
way.
EP actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the reference?
A tune called You Make Me Wanna.
Okay.
Yeah, I referenced that for Mood.
Okay.
Yeah, so I loved Blue when I was growing up, and Westlife too.
Wow.
The bops were bopping.
Westlife. Is Ronan Keaton?
Sad Boys. No, not
Westlife.
Ronan. Not Ronan.
No, not Ronan.
Who's
Keating.
Westlife?
Brian. God, what's his name?
McFadden.
McFadden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Ronan Keaton?
He's from
Boy, is that
he's-
Boyzone?
Yeah,
what
he's
band
from
was
one of
he
the.
in?
I think he's an
Irish
Irish
band.
band. Yeah,
God, I don't know.
it's
any
not.
of these
It's not.
things.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's not
Westlife.
Take That. It's not Westlife.
Okay, what's the Westlife song?
It might be Boyzone. You know.
What's the Westlife song?
Do you remember when they did the cover of Flying Without Wings?
Yeah.
Or When You Tell Me That You Love
Flying
Me?
Without
Oh, that song is sad.
Yeah.
When they did it with Diana Ross, When You Tell Me That You Love Me.
Wow.
And it's
They did a song with Diana
amazing.
Ross.
Yeah, it's her song.
Oh, her song. I'm sorry, I thought
Yeah.
they did it in collaboration. I was gonna say, right?
Yeah, they did it's like a cover thing, but she's in the
Okay,
video and
wow.
everything, and
Wow.
it's amazing.
Wow.
It's
Who
so
else?
good. So yeah, Westlife, Janet, Brandy, Destiny's Child, obviously. But also like South. I was listening to like everything from funky house, grime, Sierra Leonean parents, so a lot of just like African music in the house, West African music. Yeah, like I listened to a bit of everything, but I think mainly like the people that I've named were like, I could kind of pinpoint when I heard a song that was like, oh, I need to make a song like this, or oh my God,
sick.
I can't believe this lyric. This is crazy. From like those specific
Blue,
people.
you know?
Had
I'll never
bops.
get over that song. You know that Too Close song?
Yeah.
Like it
What song's that?
Blue.
Baby, when you're done, I
You're
get so
so
excited.
You know that song is mad. The lyrics are mad.
Yeah. Is that a cover? Is that the actual
It's a
song?
cover. I
Yeah, it's a
think,
cover. Next.
Wow.
I think Next did
Do you
do
know
that
who
one.
had pipes on him? Lee. What? Lee really had some
Stop sleeping
pipes.
on Blue, please.
He was the one I fancied the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Lee
He
can
was going
sing.
in.
Yeah.
With these solos, he'd be like, you don't know, wanna get mine. And the rest of them would just be like, it's Lee's turn to go off. Oh my days.
Yeah, his ad-libs are like phenomenal. That man can sing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Best
I
of
want to
Blue
know
album.
more. I want to know
listen
more
to
about
it.
Lee. Like, what's he doing nowadays? There was one of them that did an advert with Innocent's movie
Yeah, I think it's
And-
Duncan.
because he went bankrupt one time, and he did an advert with Innocent's movie about being bankrupt. Did
I
anyone
think
remember this?
yeah. I think I do remember this.
Lee from Blue.
I don't know. What is he up to? Does he still like write? Does he work with other?
Because I know Simon has his talent management company, and he's got
Mm.
like Jack Fowler on there.
Yeah.
Now Tyler from Love Island.
Mm.
Okay, let's look for Lee Ryan. Oh, that's his real gov. Right. He's 38 now. Wow. Okay, so he was on Strictly.
Recently, I know he's been on Celebrity Big Brother before as well.
Let's see what he's doing. Criminal. Okay.
Hmm? Oh no.
Let's just go on to the next person. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You know, sometimes you just don't go. You know, sometimes you just don't go because you've just been finding out the most maddest things about people. Why? Let me just remember you how I remember you, because what the hell did I just see? You don't Google when you get home.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
So is there anyone you would love to collab with? Let's do some manifestations. Someone you would like to work with. One from the UK and one from the US. We'll talk about the UK-US thing as well.
UK. I think Western are incredible.
Oh, sick.
I think
Yeah,
Western are so fire.
I think if you did a song with that would be fire.
Would love to do. Yeah, would love to work.
They're
with
on a
Western.
streak right now. So it's Professional Lover, Be My Guest, and what's the last one? Let me see if I can find it. Wonder Woman. So there's even another song. It's like a running streak that they're on. It's ridiculous.
They don't miss though.
They
Generally, right? They're
They
just
don't.
like their hit rate is actually out of this world. So yeah, I would love to do something with Western here, stateside. God. Because whenever people say stateside, right, for some reason the net gets cast so much wider,
Oh, yeah, it does.
doesn't
Yeah.
it? And it's
I was
like,
gonna
oh, I'd
say,
love to
like, there's
work
so
with-
many to choose from, but I was like, that's not fair to say.
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
I don't know. I think as a songwriter, I would love to like write for Normani.
Wow.
That'd
be amazing.
I'd like love to write for Tinashe and like the girlies. I'd
Yeah.
love to write for Chloe
Tinashe.
Bailey.
Why are you not sleeping on my good sis?
Don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on Tinashe. You'd be playing yourself if you're sleeping on Tinashe because she's
Her
absolutely
choreography
amazing.
as well.
She's
is-
very talented.
Yeah.
Super talented. I'd love to do something with Chloe and Halle actually.
Mm.
Because I was just
Yeah.
saying I'd love to write for Chloe Bailey, but like I'd love to write
Yeah.
for the pair of them and
Yeah.
like sing with
They're
them. And
so amazing.
they're amazing.
I love them together. Like I love that. Is it Ungodly Hour?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I need them to get back to that tennis court today.
Yeah.
Today. Chloe, I know you want to do your own thing, but right now
Hallie's doing the mermaid thing as well.
it's finished.
Is it finished now?
Finished recording.
Oh.
Finished
When is
filming.
that out? That movie?
I'm not too sure.
Disney films always take ages to come out. I don't think it will be coming out until 2023 probably.
The reason why I think she's finished because she's now showing her hair. Because for a very long time she had her hair.
to cover it, yeah.
Surprised that didn't leak.
I can't wait to see her in it.
Yeah,
It's gonna
same.
be so good.
Same. I hope the songs are really well. They're gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I know they're about to be good.
What's your favorite Chloe and Halle song?
Ooh, I think it's Ungodly Hour. It goes crazy. And like, I think because that video is so good as well. And every performance, every iteration of that song has just been fire.
Honestly.
Yeah, I really, really love that tune.
So talented.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the whole UK US thing because we've had Bella on here and she was basically saying y'all niggas are not appreciating me, so I'll be off. Have you experienced that sort of The girlies
You're
wanna
packing your
go.
loads.
The girlie, like, we need to fix up in the UK, please.
Listen.
Let's nurture our talent, please, because they're gonna go. They're gonna be off
Yeah. There's
on an
expiry date.
LMA.
There's an expiry date for sure.
Yeah.
Only because I think like people have been here for decades and decades and can't get a look in. And it's not for lack of talent, you know, or for lack of even connections. It's just, they just can't get in that door because of one circumstance or the other kind of thing. And I think, I don't know because I haven't worked with everyone in the UK to know this to be a fact, but there's like the old adage of like, you know, people aren't willing to work with people outside of their circle or outside of themselves. People aren't willing to lend each other a hand. And again, similarly with stateside, like I haven't worked there enough to know that people are just actively being like, oh yeah, bring-ins. Like I don't know that that's a fact. But yeah, the UK's bad vibes.
Yeah. That's sad to say. The thing is, I know you're not lying. I know you're not like, we see it. We see it as the consumer, we see it.
Right.
Like we're like, all of this amazing talent, but it's like, they're not being utilised the way they should be utilised.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
Do you know how I know things are messed up? How can Ray's label, the label she was with, I don't know what kind of stupid deal they did with her, and that went left, but you're now promoting a white woman being black with Jessie Nelson. But you have a real life black or mixed race woman, but it's not real enough for you that you go and find a white woman to pretend to be black to work with Nicki Minaj. So what's the real tea?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
And Ray's music goes off.
Yeah.
As opposed to that one that was bringing out piece of ass. Sorry, I know that could potentially be your colleague. Sorry, don't say anything. I'll say it. But that's when it dawns on you. Because when I went to Google and I said, whose label is Jessie? And I said, there's no way this can't be the one with Ray. Obviously, it might be different teams, that, you know, it might be different offices. I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe different, you know, nations. I don't know. But if it's the same place, which I probably think it might be,
yeah,
then I don't know, it is disheartening. But I do think if you not dig people's music, go to their live shows, download the music, stream it, try your best, because I don't want to hear anybody talking like a rat when people have packed their loads. Do you know what, I swear to God, if I was a singer, black UK singer, I will do my suitcase. You know that picture that men post when they get married of that footballer that waves?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that picture? That's what I'm going to post if I was a black UK singer. On the day that I go to America, that I bought that plane, I'm going to post that picture because you lot don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
There's just so much talent, honestly. Like, and again, being able to work with people who are both in the limelight and also people that are just starting out or whatever. Like, there's such an amazing amount of talent and people just can't get their foot in the door. And it is really, really disheartening as somebody who has felt the highs and the lows of the industry as well. Like, it's disheartening for me too, because again, I see what gets love. I see what gets played. I see what gets support. And I just don't understand. Well, I do understand because I understand what's happening behind the scenes, right? It's just incredibly disheartening.
Is it like, to be frank, is it just about plays, like numbers? Is it really about numbers, do you think? In most cases?
I don't know. I mean, I think it depends on what artist you're talking about and what label you're talking about, and just where their career is at and what kind of game that they ultimately want to play. For me, right now, it's not a numbers game because I don't want to give myself headache and hypertension, and it doesn't feel...
And also it can be annoying. Let's say you just did one, because we know you can write. So let's say you just wrote one song that's catchy as fuck, but you know in your heart's apart, if this follows me around, I'm going to have to be everywhere singing this ass. That's why Doja Cat, even though I fucking love Say So and I'll still listen to it. I know
you see the way she performed Say So the other day with contempt.
If she likes, she needs to understand that if she likes, Doja Cat, listening to this, when you come to the UK, if you like, perform it the way you're performing it. I'm gonna jump on the stage and do the dance for you because you still need to do that one in the UK. But I understand because she's probably thinking in her head, I've got some bangers, but this is what you lot are. Yeah. Like I gave you a lot of rules. Who's that nigga with a fake gold chain on? And you lot are doing day to night to morning. And you're even asking me to do the dance on stage. Yeah, I get why people get annoyed. Because I think apparently Nicki Minaj hates... There's a song that Nicki Minaj hates, one of her really, really successful songs. I think it might be Anaconda.
Or is it Super Bass?
Super Bass. Even though that's actually a good song. You don't like it?
No comment.
You don't?
Please. I don't want the barbs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're crazy. I forgot. I mean, sorry, they're not crazy. I mean, everybody's a child of God. Sorry. Even forgot. You can't be asked to edit, please. Everybody's a child of God. Do you know, I was actually...
Yeah, I love it. I love all of them.
I was talking about Nicki Minaj the other day. Shout out to someone that was following me and I was like, Vic, you need to cool down before the barbs find you. And she was like, I'm even a barb myself. And I was like, because I even said Mickey Macaque. So they won't find me, but no. A barb found me and said, I'm not gonna lie, this is funny though.
Oh my God.
So thank you, God. I said, thank you, God.
Yeah, the stands is hard. Yeah, but what is it? Is there anything as consumers we can do to sort of improve the industry? Because I know that there's lots of layers to it. There's probably so many factors and whatever. I know it's probably to do with budgeting. Obviously, there's people at the top that are like, oh, let's go down this route or that route, contracts and all of that stuff. But is there anything as a consumer we could do to make it easier for like our talent to not even blow, but get the exposure that they deserve?
I think you've just summed it up in that one word, exposure. And it's women like you having me on this podcast. It's, going to shows like Vic said. It's putting their songs on Instagram and saying, hey, you guys check this out. It's telling a friend to tell a friend. It's, I think that's the best way. Just like show up and support if you can, when you can. Also, we understand the economy is, somehow. So if you can't afford a ticket, like Spotify, putting a Spotify link up is free and saying, hey, check out this, that's free. So I think, just show as much support as you can, when you can. But ultimately, like you said, there's so many other things at play that the consumers are just part of it.
Yeah.
And we know the vibes anyway. When you love something, like you go back.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you like something, you go back, you recommend it to people. So I think it's just doing more of that.
What about on Spotify? Obviously, they're streaming it. But for example, do we need to add it to multiple playlists? Like songs, do we need to like them? Like, does that...
Yes, I think all of that helps.
All of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
All of that. Add it to as many playlists as you can. Enjoy the song, share the tune and share the love. And I think, that's the best way. Because again, for me with this EP, I really, really wanted this. I wanted people that look like me to finally understand like the kind of music that I do. Because I think the stuff that I did as AME kind of alienated a certain demographic of people, which, you know, was really sad for me because more than anything else, I'm a black woman. And I want people to know that, like, I stand in that and I make music and love music, you know, that is made by people that look like us as well, you know. So I'm really, really happy that I got the chance, and it seemed to have connected with, you know, you guys, and so many black people have messaged me, and it's honestly made my day. Like, it's made my week. Yeah, it's been really, really nice. Just because, you know, I've done a lot of gigs where there's no black faces in the audience at all.
Wow,
Unts.
Unts.
You know?
Well, the unts check must be good. Okay. Because, do you know, that's even what Ray said as well. She said they're pushing her to unts. She said, I'm not unts. I'm R&B.
Yeah, because I guess that's what sells the most in this country, right? Like, people love dance music here. And I think, again, there's a way to do it. I've done dance tunes that blend the genre of R&B with dance.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
that's my favourite kind of unts.
Yeah.
Give me an R&B. Like, give me another one.
There's
Do you guys know what song that was? Baby. Ooh, baby.
Oh,
that's
yes.
I'll give you flowers.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the sample.
Oh,
but
sample.
It's,
Sorry.
It's Krept and Conan.
Oh my God. You know, I was about to say Ray, your nephew.
I think it's this one. Hold on. Sorry, I just need to play it quickly. Have you heard this song?
Well, this is the type of music where they do their feet in it.
The shuffles.
I'm from Essex, so when there's type of music is coming back and people doing their feet.
Wait, what's the actual name for it again?
House?
No, the step.
Shuffling, I think.
Yeah,
is it shuffling?
Yeah, shuffling.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was another word. Sorry.
Why am I thinking? Let me not sing again. Sorry. So yes, you know how to blend it. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's just good ways of blending both genres, and that's what I've done personally. Every time, like, I've written a dance tune, it's, you know, I've had the freedom to be able to, you know, just do my own thing on it, or whoever I'm working with, like, it gives me the freedom to write an R&B top line if that's what I want to write on it, kind of thing. So that's how I'm able to do dance music. And yeah, but that's the genre that's popular in the UK. And so doing R&B as a black woman. Yeah.
Well, we're going to support you.
Yeah.
We're going to support you, so you're good.
And I love that, and I respect that. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm honestly so pleased to have been invited here. Because
don't
I
worry.
listen to podcasts.
Yeah, please don't. No, I
What?
said please don't. No, because it makes me panic when people
Oh,
say nice
no.
things.
I'm a podcast listener, so I'm really happy to be here. I was really excited when I got the email. I was like, I know, that's right. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Very excited.
Thank you.
Literally, when your manager emailed us,
Yeah.
I literally replied, I don't even think I even asked you.
Yeah, you should
I,
do it.
I replied straight away, I said, yes. When? But yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
we're so happy that this has happened, like, because, like, I was like, I want to know more about you. I want to hear your voice. I want to know what you find funny and like, just, you know, more stuff like that. But
And like,
what song are you loving at the moment right now? Just any song. Like, what song can't you stop listening to? You got to replay.
Am I about to say what I'm about to say?
If you say
Nimco.
Evan, what song?
Is her name Nimco?
And I
love you more than
guys,
my life.
guys, Auntie's got a record deal now.
That's right. The tune got signed.
And also our good friend Ikran here has done an interview with Auntie. So go on Ikran's Twitter and you can read the full exclusive. Auntie's got a record deal, so please make sure you listen to it on the
stream the song.
Yeah,
stream
that.
Stream it. Add it to your playlist.
I
Your
listened
party
to,
playlist.
I listened to the full thing. I was like, rotted. Auntie was saying all of this.
She went home.
So I actually think it's a pick me anthem.
Yeah, Vic has this theory that it's a pick me anthem.
I mean, she's literally saying, I love you more than my own life.
Wow. You know what? I wasn't even deep in it. That's a very strong sentiment.
My own life. All right, guys.
Yeah, she said, I love you, like, in several different languages.
Wow.
That is an absolute pick-me song,
That's
but a bop. An
absolute
undeniable
Absolute
bop.
bop.
Yeah.
There's this PR woman called Ronke, and she tweeted, she was like, "Is this gonna be bigger than a Gangnam Style?"
We can do it. I think
so.
if we
That'd be so
really
cool.
put our minds to it, we can do it.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good song. Like, it's actually such a bop.
It really is a
It
good
is.
song.
Yeah,
It really is, and it makes you feel good as well.
exactly. Yeah. It would be nice to have her like stream well and do well for that tune.
Imagine your whole life is just like you're just like one auntie that just sang a song.
Overnight.
Like you maybe sing at
Yeah.
parties, you know, and now you have Gen Z.
Yeah. She's on
Mad.
Twitter.
Yeah, it's the
crazy.
TikTok, innit? Like that's sort of like the new. I wouldn't say way to blow, but that's how quickly your music can spread. It's like
Yeah.
wildfire
Yeah.
on TikTok. If your song becomes a sound on TikTok, you're clear.
Remember when you said it last week about the CK guy?
Yeah, Love Nuanti.
Yeah.
He had, I think that song had been out for like 2 years. Oh my gosh, don't quote me if I'm wrong. But the song had been out for 2 years. Then once it reached TikTok,
But who was the one that heard it and said, "Your body now I can be," and decided to make that a beat like on TikTok?
yeah.
Who was
But
the
I think that
person?
about so many things on TikTok. I'm like, whose brain concocted this? Because it's genius.
But to be fair, there's some TikToks now that or there's some songs I listen to and I'm like, that could be a TikTok. Then I see it. So no Drake's song where he's like, Girls Like Girls, where he said, I don't know. I don't know. When he said that, I was like, I could imagine doing a TikTok where you're
a
like,
sound. Yeah.
and literally the next day, that is all I saw. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Also, if I took this TikTok thing, do you know what? I need to become a manager.
Yeah, you do.
I think I need to manage somebody.
You do. You do.
I think I do. Because I don't want to do it myself. I'm too lazy.
You just want to tell someone to do it.
So I can see the results and I'll be like, okay, next time we do. Anyways, what was I going to say? We talk about pop culture in this pod. So we're diving in because we still got about like 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, did you see that Molly May and Tommy got robbed?
I did see that.
Really sad.
That made me really sad.
Yeah. And again, people have hot takes.
Which kind of hot
As
takes? What are
always.
people saying?
Someone said, I knew this was going to happen. I said, you which?
Yeah,
So you
which
feel-
kind
Sorry.
bad eye is that?
I'm gonna.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
You know, I don't mind being the villain of this podcast. I've accepted it.
No, I'm the bad guy. Chunky.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do you know what? I feel like, of course, you should be able to wear whatever you're wearing, buy whatever you want to buy. Of course, it's your right. And robbers shouldn't be robbing. That's facts.
Well,
But
robbers
when
do be robbing.
I saw her put that Cartier bracelet on Instagram, I said, my sister, it doesn't even matter. It's not even, I wasn't even thinking about a burglary, you know.
Yeah, they might,
I was
you
just
might rob
thinking
you on road.
you could be on road. Like, I don't know if she moves with security or not, but it's likely that she doesn't. And I'm just like, if somebody now knows that is on your person.
Because you could yank that. That's house deposit.
Yeah.
Clean.
She said house deposit.
How can you yank it and say house deposit? No, but you could. Let's say there's some criminals that can run fast. Instead of them to use their talent to do Olympics, they said they're going to use it. So there's a criminal, let's say use them, but they rob it clean. House deposit. Yeah. They now travel to France or travel to another country. They now do the money up, go to a pawn shop there. Now they got the guys.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah,
protect your privacy online.
Just
everyone.
Be careful.
No,
that's all I think it is. It's just about protecting your person.
So do you think she should show us the Moncliffe? Is that what it's called? Moncliffe?
I think it is Moncliffe.
Okay.
But I thought it was Cartier. See, I don't know these stuff, but I just know it was a very valuable bracelet. And I feel like we can't deny that is potentially the reason why her home was targeted.
Of course.
And it's sad, innit? Because I feel like everyone should be able to just live their life freely. But people are watching you now.
Yeah.
You have a 100K bracelet on your arm or whatever it is. I don't know.
Hey,
money.
I'm not familiar with these kind of things, but you have this kind of thing, and then you're also showing people that you're not even in your hometown.
Did she not?
She was in London when the burglary took place.
Do you know what
place,
though?
so
Do you know what though? I literally on Instagram I have 6,000 followers, and it makes me anxious of what I post.
Yeah.
Because in real life, I know 10 people. So I don't know. Like, I post when I go to the gym later.
Yeah.
For example, I was talking to my friend Toby when I was at the gym. And then later on, she was like, "Oh, right, you still at the gym?" I think she said something like that. And I was like, no. She was like, she's like, "You post your gym picture like 6 hours later." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, because..."
Yeah, you shouldn't post in real time.
Never.
Yeah, never.
Because I follow 6,000 people. Let's say 10% of that, 60 people. Is that what's... No, that's 600. Let's say 1%. Is that 6?
Wait, 10%, 600.
Let's say 1%, 60.
Yeah, 60.
Let's say 1 in 60. Let's say 6 in 60.
What's going on in your head right now?
The maths is spinning me. I'm sorry, I'm literally watching her brain do the math.
I can actually see her brain trying to think it through.
Let's say I do that probability from 1% of my followers.
Vic, how many people are you talking?
Let's say...
Stop with the percentages. How many people?
Let's say there's 6 people that hate me.
Yeah.
Let's say 3 of them hate me enough to find out where I live. Let's say one of them... Let's say one of them hates me enough to jump on a train from where they live to come and find me. Just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Like even when you get Uber home, I don't do that. I don't be snapping it too tough because you don't know who's waiting for you outside your house. You just don't know. Like even like when I'm at the station, my station, like I'm careful because my Essex trains are quite distinct. Like, they're just little things you just got to be careful of. You don't know who's following. I'm not saying this to Molly May, like, you don't know who's following you, but just in general.
Yeah, just general.
Because she has 5 million people. So let's do the maths again. Okay.
Hey,
no.
God.
Yeah, let's just think about out of 5 million people, how many of them are criminals?
Also,
or criminally minded.
Also, imagine how many hate follow.
Yeah.
And
that's,
then out of the hate follow, who are those juju masters that decide today I'm gonna rob?
Yeah.
And also, do you know what? Because I've got serious paranoia. Who is, because you know situation is like gated community. Who is shagging the security guards to get a spare key to enter Molly May and Tommy's compound?
Is that how it happened?
I don't know. This is my paranoia.
Right.
Because that's how my or sometimes my paranoia can take me places. Who is the post office guy that delivered and said, I saw you on my daughter's Snapchat. Molly May, or is it, can you call Molly May? Okay, I know your name. My son's a criminal. We'll work together.
Yeah. That's what I think as well. It could be as easy or simple as an Amazon delivery. Your Amazon driver now knows, Molly May lives here. Or whoever lives here.
But do you know what I will say? I don't think it's just because she flaunts her wealth. She doesn't flaunt. I don't really think she flaunts her wealth.
Yeah.
I just think she.
I don't think she does. She lives her life. That's it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't robbed. But my mum was robbed, which was really sad. One of the reasons why I moved from East to Essex. But when I was younger, where I lived, like in Plaster, was actually the ghetto. Was really the ghetto. My goodness. So it's kind of crazy the way I remember my childhood as this kind of magical place because my parents were like, we live next to the
But we do that, innit?
Yeah,
it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
Our childhood home, we're like, it was the best.
Rainbows.
But,
Yeah, we romanticize it for sure.
But in reality, it was literally black and white. But I remember one time coming home, like me and my family coming home, and the front door was open. So they had robbed our shed like many times. They robbed my brother's bikes, But our front door was open and there was a lighter left on the floor. And I remember there was like a little, I think it was like a monkey or something on the lighter. I still remember it.
Wait, what?
Not a real monkey. No, not a real monkey. But there was like a monkey on the side of the light. That information
What
was
is it? A stuffed
important.
toy? Hold on, the stuffed toy was on the lighter.
No. That information was not important. I don't know why.
Sorry,
I shared
but we still have questions.
On the lighter, there was a monkey on the like a printed.
It was printed on.
I see.
Okay.
I don't know why that information was important. It's not. But I remember the door was open, just bang open, and you know our door was heavy duty. The door was wide open. Nothing was taken though. I don't think there was anything worth taking. And you know those TVs back in the day, they had back off.
Yeah, the back.
So you need a bunch of man to carry
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So there's probably nothing to take. But I remember someone had definitely been on our house.
Wow.
And that has always
That's a
sent a
horrible
bit of
feeling. Yeah.
anxiety. And
Okay, yeah.
we moved shortly after that. Not very soon, but maybe like a year after. But that always instilled a bit of nervousness, I feel, of being home alone in my house, even to the point where I can't say this. I grab a knife.
Really?
I don't know if
Really?
maybe we have to edit this.
No.
But like, if I'm in the kitchen, I'm home alone, I'll just hold a knife and I'll go around the house. I can see you. I can see you.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I can see.
babe. That sounds
It's
like
just traumatic.
PTSD, sis.
Yeah,
That's just my therapy back.
Yeah.
I think you should. I
It's
do.
giving
I've
therapy to me.
actually been burgled before.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Not
God.
in my. It was in my family home. We were on holiday, and then the police called us. I think the second to last day of the holiday,
Jesus.
and said, "Yeah, we're in your house. You've been burgled."
Mm-mm.
So then, when we came back, like all the laptops,
Jesus.
they for some reason they took my fake jewelry and left the real one. They took like my old
They're
phones
not even
and
about
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
And what happened was like my sister had come back from holiday a couple days before, and she was going like to Antigua. So I think what had happened is they saw her leaving the house with a suitcase.
Wow.
So then they obviously knew this is an empty house.
Yeah.
So it's just
yeah.
little things like that. Like just
Hey.
be careful of like when you're going on holiday and
Mhm.
your suitcases, because you just don't know who's watching you. Obviously, my sister's going about her day. But to the criminally minded, they're thinking, okay, she's going on holiday. Empty house, let's enjoy.
I'm gonna start. If I move out, when I move out, God willing, I'm gonna say to my neighbours, they're gonna say, "Oh, you going on holiday?" Yeah, but my dad's coming round
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
My dad's not
Oh, my
coming.
dad's got a key. He's going
Yeah.
to come in and check on it regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be expecting them.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh my days.
I think those Ring cameras as well. I would put the fear in God into anyone.
Yeah, the Ring camera's really good.
Is that the ones where you can speak to
Yeah.
them? Yeah.
Guys,
Amazing.
imagine. So we have the Ring cam at mine, and one of these girls were playing Knockdown Ginger.
The story makes
This
me laugh.
year,
Yeah, this year. Let me see if I can find the video.
in 2021, people are playing Knockdown Ginger.
Let me see if I can find the video.
Oh my God, are they kids?
Yeah, they're kids.
Oh.
Why did she leave her bag?
She left her whole entire bag.
So that was what scared my mum. My mum was like,
Oh.
why did she leave her bag? What's inside the bag? Because the bag was
Yeah.
empty. So it didn't make no sense. Like, why would you? So I think she was just nervous. So
Okay.
And my dad didn't understand what Knockdown Ginger was. So he went to go and find him. He said, "What's going on? Why are you knocking on the door?" They said, "Oh, we're playing games." My dad was like, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry." I will show you guys, but it's literally in front of my house, so I'm not showing you. But yeah, that was really, really funny. But yeah, Ring, if you please buy a Ring. I know a lot of people, my friend lives alone and she's like, "Oh, Ring's expensive." It's worth it.
Oh, please just get the Amazon dupe. If it's that bad.
Amazon dupe? What do you mean? It is from Amazon.
No, like the it's not Ring branded, but you can get like another one that's cheaper.
Oh yeah, do that,
Yeah.
please. Because you can see if someone's walking past your door, you can talk to them and say, "Oh, you,
Yeah.
I'm upstairs
Yeah.
with a bag of man." Even though you're far away, because honestly, some people be trying it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you just
Like one time, I saw a guy outside, like just. Do you know what? It might be. You know, sometimes when you're lost and you just wait outside someone, you're like, you just walking. How can I speak? You're walking and you just kind of stop. Some guy did that outside my house,
Oh yeah.
and I saw it because Ring says, "Oh, movement,"
Oh.
and I said, "Hello." Just started walking.
Yeah, Ring is like it's a device that you could terrorize people with that.
Yeah. I would have
Really?
too much fun.
Yeah,
with
this is
Yeah.
it.
Because my brother from uni is speaking to the dorm, like the people's. He had someone to come and collect something from my house, and he was speaking from uni.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw the advert, I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? You know, like a few years ago, like a good 5 years ago when they first did the adverts, I was like, why the hell would anyone want this? Like, this is just extra.
No, it's good. 'Cause
But yeah, I think it's amazing.
do you know when we got it? My brother ordered something for his girlfriend and it was lost somehow, but they said it was delivered. It was an expensive thing. But luckily, my neighbours, their ring kind of caught a bit of our house. So they were able to send us footage. That was the day we were like, let's get this because it just makes a lot of sense. And it means you can also kind of keep your neighbours safe as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Other things. So
It's true.
yeah. What else is happening in pop culture? What else? Have you seen that new film called Dundee? No, it's not called
Dundee.
Dundee. I stop saying it. It's called Dunin.
June.
No way. Boy, no way, boy. Boy, no way, boy. No way.
Can we confirm that is indeed
Dune.
Wait, because I saw the strip
Vic,
name. What are you
Dune.
doing? Wait, no, it's Dune.
It's Dune, yeah.
What are you doing in my swamp? Have you seen that?
yeah.
What are you
all the
doing in my
iterations of it, yeah.
I literally nearly wrote myself.
It's a Netflix thing. What
No,
is
it's
it?
cinema. It must be cinema. It looks expensive.
With Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't
Why is
seen
everyone
it yet.
obsessed with him? He looks about 13 years old.
Yeah, it does look really young.
Literally looks like a baby.
He does look young.
I don't see what the girls are seeing in that. He looks extremely young. I don't think I've ever seen Timothy Don. What's his name? Timothy
Chalamet.
You know what?
I've not even seen him act before.
Neither have I. Where did he come from? I feel like all of a sudden he was there.
Yeah, do you know what Timothy?
He did, I think, you're going to have to fact check this, but I think he did like a movie. It was like a historical fiction kind of movie. Was it King Arthur or like something like that?
Okay.
I see.
That like won him a lot of acclaim. And that's on Netflix.
I see.
Oh my God, his name's called Timothy. Timothy. That's such a lovely name. Is he French?
Yeah, I think
He's got the accent in the thing. Okay. Let's see. Timothy. We've been saying his name wrong, you know. Yeah, you're right. The king.
The King. Yeah.
Right, so he was actually the king.
It's a good movie. It's a
Wow.
good watch.
I'm gonna watch it.
What else is he in? Because I just keep
That's the
call
only
me
thing
by
I've seen.
your name. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Lady Bird. Okay, that's it. Okay, maybe I'll
Let's
watch
see.
it.
Shall we get into Black excellence?
Yeah,
'Cause
let's
we're
do
running out
it.
of time. So there's a segment of the podcast where we just name Black people that are doing amazing things. Could be anyone, could even be your mom, anyone.
Okay.
So is there anyone you have in mind that you want to shout out or just bring some what's it called?
Oh. Please, if I don't shout you out, I'm on my knees, yeah? Don't.
She's gonna have to do a Lenny Henry thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dre Sean.
Yeah, like literally. Please. Because we've spoken about MNEK, that's Black
Yes.
excellence right there. We've
Of
spoken
course.
about my best friend Isata Ibrahima,
Yes,
that's
of
Black
course.
excellence right there. Dion Bromfield, who jumped on the EP with me and did R&B Dreams with me. I think it's really important to shout her out
Yeah.
because she ate that up.
Yes.
Truly, and
Love
she's
to see
amazing.
Dion,
Love to see
is
it.
this who Amy Winehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just getting my sorry. I
Mm.
was getting my bearings together. Her Amy Winehouse is
Goddaughter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
she's phenomenal. Like the
Mm.
voice on that girl. So yeah, I'm so happy that she was able to jump on R&B
Yeah.
Dreams with me, and she's one of my best friends as well.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I got to make this EP with family.
Oh, that's amazing.
And my last one
Beautiful.
too, to be fair. So yeah.
Beautiful. Guys, please don't sleep on the job. Go and listen to that. It's good body work.
Mm.
My Black excellence this week is shout out to 90s Babies podcast.
Yes.
They sold out Box Park Croydon.
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't go. That place is far. And also, I have to be honest. No, that wasn't the only reason because the new Black happened and I knew about that first. I was like, sorry, lads. But yeah, shout out to them lot because they sold it out. Looks absolutely lit. Looked like a real good time. So we just love seeing podcasters do their thing.
Mhm.
And
100%.
yeah, looked like everybody was enjoying themselves. So shout out to them.
Mine is going to be Lonnie. She's been like our Black excellence so many times over the years. But she featured in a Netflix documentary called Sex Unzipped. It's now streaming on Netflix, so go and check it out and support.
Can I
She's
just
doing
read a tweet
amazing,
from her
incredible
that
things.
I saw?
Yeah.
And it literally made me scream. Alone. going to take too long to find. Okay, no, I need to find it. Oh, she deleted it.
Oh no.
Basically, the essence of the tweet was, I think one of these dating apps, I don't know which one, but they had like a Black Love chat, a Black Love talk sort of thing, and it didn't include her. And it's true. Why are you not including Aloni? I don't know who was on the panel, so no shade to you if you was on the panel, Sha. But and she was like, I think it must have been a thing where she's been ignored by this brand often.
Okay.
So she was like, then the next day I made Hinge trend. And that's just a flex. Like, the next day I made your competitor trend. But that's one of those things. So we got a little bit of time, but Nadia Jade is it Nadia Jade? Or is it Nadia Jade?
Jay.
She's a presenter for One Extra. If you don't know about her, check her out. She's amazing. She tweeted that sometimes when you're not invited to industry parties, you start to question your talent and your worth. And I was like, I quote tweeted it like, I just think it's funny because I'm a journalist and people will PR will message me being like, hey Vic, hope you're well, hon. We had this amazing event yesterday that you weren't invited to. They don't say that, but I wasn't invited to. But would love you to write a write-up on it. Here's the lineup. Skepta was there, Trunks was there, and you weren't there. Here are the photos. Write about it, please. What am I writing about? I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's not making sense. I don't, Han. But I think, and then I wrote underneath that, but honestly, on the Real Talks, it doesn't define your worth. Oftentimes, it's who you know. It is often who you know. Yeah. And I do see a lot of people, and I was talking to, I hope it doesn't matter, but I was talking to Manny about this. Because sometimes we do this thing of, I wasn't invited, or people aren't looking towards me. But you ain't mingling. Or you ain't putting yourself, you ain't
out there.
Yeah. You ain't talking to the PR person. Have you emailed them? I know sometimes I do sound like a mum, but have you emailed them? No. Okay. If you have emailed them and you, like Aloni, when she said that, it's obvious when you're being ignored. It is sometimes it's very obvious, but sometimes it's kind of like, it might just be sometimes I do think it, because I had so many PR people message me after I tweeted.
Okay.
And they were like, trust me, your guest list is the least of my worries.
Yeah.
Like the guest list, like I have so much to do that day to try and please the client, because sometimes it's external companies doing it. So that I've got so much to do. You're the last thing on my mind. I'm like, okay, fair. But sometimes I saw some people like indirecting and stuff, and I saw some people being like, oh, it's always the same voices, it's always the same faces. Yes, because sometimes they have talent managers and they're in talks. It's again, it's who you know. It's the same people. It's who you know. But it's also, I do think sometimes new voices should be on the forefront as well. But I saw as well, oh God, I completely forgot it now. I completely forgot. But it was just a good convo that I was seeing. But I just hope if anyone's out there like in the industry and they don't get invited to things, please don't take it to heart. There's so many times I've been to things where people are like, oh my God. So some people are so fucking rude. I get messages like, oh my God, why? How did you get invited?
Oh, no.
And the people used to ask Vic all the time, which I used to get offended on her behalf. Like, they used to be like, oh, so why are you verified? I'm like, mind your fucking business. Like, what the fuck? It's almost like, do you even deserve it kind of thing?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
or give it to me. Well, I can't because Twitter doesn't let me do that.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no shame. When I first entered the industry, I was a +1. In fact, I was a +2. Hey! And I was enjoying my good self. But yeah, don't take it to heart, because you can be seeing stuff but most times some of these events are dead.
That's the real tea.
Not the vamp ones, sorry. They pop off heavy. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the pod. Can you plug where people can listen to your EP?
Yeah, you can listen to my EP on every DSP, so Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music. But yeah, it's called Note to Self and it is out now.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. I'm so happy I got to do this.
We're so excited.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
you.
No, thank you.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, guys. You know where to catch us. Black Girls Living on Twitter and Instagram. My account is jazz_BW on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm on Vic Sunusi on Instagram, Victoria Sunusi on Twitter. You can follow us on TikTok and YouTube, etc., etc. So yeah, bye guys. Have a blessed week. Bye.
Bye.